There are three main types of agency costs: monitoring costs, bonding costs, and residual loss. According to agency theory, individuals are assumed to be egoists and to act in their own self-interest. Therefore, the actions and decisions of agents may be opposite or contrary to the interests of the principals. Agency costs arise when the interests of the agents are not aligned to that of the principals. Attempting to bridge this gap between the interests of the principal and agent gives rise to costs, and these are referred to as agency costs. Thus, there is a need to redirect those self-serving decisions and actions. Good corporate governance aligns interests of the agents with that of the principals to minimize agency costs. This alignment is referred to as goal congruency. There are three types of agency costs. These are monitoring costs, bonding costs, and residual loss. Monitoring costs refer to costs that arise to review or supervise decisions or actions by agents to ensure that they comply with laws and regulations and, as far as possible, are aligned to the interests of the principals. The principals would incur the cost to check the agents are doing what they are supposed to do. An external audit of a company's financial statements is an example of a monitoring cost. The directors of the company are responsible for preparing the financial statements. The external auditor would check the validity, accuracy, and completeness of the assertions made by management in the financial statements and provide an opinion to the shareholders of the entity. The cost of engaging an external auditor is a monitoring cost, and this is ultimately borne by the principals. Bonding costs arise when the agents attempt to prove that their interests and goals are aligned to that of the principals. That is, the agent tries to show that they are goal congruent. The word bonding refers to the process of joining or forming an attachment. Thus, in terms of agency theory, bonding costs refers to those costs incurred by the agent when trying to form a relationship with the principal and build trust. So bonding costs are borne by the agents. For example, a new CEO may make a commitment to return a poorly performing company back to profitability. To prove that he believes he can meet this commitment, he might enter into an agreement to not receive any performance bonuses unless the company achieves a certain profit target. His willingness to make this pledge demonstrates to the principals that he is goal congruent and builds a bit of trust in their relationship between him as the agent and them as the principals. The costs associated with this pledge would be borne by the new CEO as the agent. Residual loss is the difference between perfect goal congruency and what has actually been achieved. Remember, agents and principals are both regarded as egoists, so they are expected to act in their own self-interest. Even though monitoring costs and bonding costs may align goals, there would always be some differences between what the principal wants and what the agent actually does. These differences are referred to as residual loss, and it is borne by the principal. To recap, agency costs arise when the goals of agents and principals are not aligned. There are three major agency costs, and it is important to know who actually bears the different costs. You should be able to review a case situation and identify actual or potential monitoring costs, bonding costs, and residual losses, and consider strategies for controlling these costs.